Hey, it's Veronica Neal. I wanted to share with you some of the valuable lessons that I've learned in some of the most difficult times of my life. One of them being depression. Over 12 years ago, when I was in this deep depression, some people may call it manic depression, and I say deep depression because I did not have anybody to diagnose me with anything. It was just that serious. I was suicidal every single day for about 2 years, and then God healed me. But there were specific things that I did during that time. Like I had a positive notebook and I wrote in that notebook every single day. I actually wrote down the opposite of how I was feeling. If I was feeling bad, if I felt like I was the world's worst mom, I put the opposite in there. Anyway, I did a lot of different things, but it wasn't things like a lot of people think you have to do. I know most of us work and we feel like we have to labor to get the reward at the end. Well, God's kind of labor, it's a little bit differently. Number one, I had to believe. Number two, I had to have faith. I had to trust a God that I could not see. I had to trust that He would heal me and that He wanted the very best for me. So now, fast forward, thinking about my life today. It's been over 12 years. I've been completely healed from depression. I've had moments, I've had sadness, I've been tired, I've been, unhappy. I've been all of those things, but I never went back to that place of depression. And so some of the things that I took away from it is, I'm going to list these in this video, okay? I took I learned how to be patient, y'all. I learned how to be patient because let me tell you, I had all the time in the world. Most of my time was spent laying on the couch, feeling sorry for myself, in the bed, feeling some type of way. I was angry. I was mad. I was sad. I was depressed. I was so confused. So I learned to be patient with processes. Sometimes we go through different things and we want it to be done right now. We want it to end right now. And I realized in that situation, it could not end right then. I had to do something. I had to want something so bad for myself that I had to do something every single day, every single day, every single moment of my life. I had to do something. I had to show up for my own rescue. It was serious. Like, it was serious. I often tell people when I tell this story that I became a machine. Nothing was going to stop me. Could nobody stop me. I knew that I was healed. I knew that that was not God's best for my life. And so I was going to walk out this process until I stood in complete victory over depression. So I learned patience. I learned the importance of being self-aware. I learned the things that was not good for me. I learned what I needed to do and what I didn't need to do that would keep my mind at a right place, at a good place. I studied about the mind. I said, okay, Lord, well, I done been on this side of it where I'm kind of losing it. So teach me how to be on the other side where I can allow myself to get all the things that I want in this lifetime by training my mind to think a certain way, training my mind to feel a certain way, to feel a certain thing. And so I've taught myself how to do that, and I'm still teaching myself how to do that. I learned that it is important. In this, I learned how important it is to have compassion. Y'all, I was in a place that I didn't even know. Sometimes I didn't even know if I was going to come back from. I didn't even know if I was going to be here the next second, the next moment, the next day. I didn't know that I was going to be here for my children. Okay? I did not know. And so, with that being said, different situations that people are in, and sometimes we may look at them as, girl, you don't have to be in that situation. You don't have to be in that abusive relationship. You don't have to be in this. You're doing that to yourself. But sometimes people are in places that they don't know how to get out of. They end up in places that they don't even know how they got there. And that's what happened to me. I did not know how I got to this place of depression. But I did soon find out that it was my responsibility. I'm going to say that again. My responsibility to get out of it. So, if you're in a situation, I'm not blaming you for being in the situation, but there comes a time that you have to take the responsibility for yourself to get out of it. I remember the first year being in depression for 2 years. I remember the first year being depressed, and I remember waiting on the Lord to get me out of it, to heal me, to set me free, to deliver me. And I'm like, Lord, I'm just waiting on you. Just whenever you get ready to get me out, I'm waiting. Now listen, I wasn't waiting like this. I wasn't waiting cute with a smile on my face. I was depressed. I was suicidal, okay? So I'm like, Lord, whenever you get ready to get me out, I'll be ready, okay? I don't wish this on my worst enemy. But then I heard a voice one day being at the park with my family, and it said, Veronica, I'm here with you while you're in this depression, but I'll be here with you when you make a decision to get out of it. And I'm like, when I make a decision, I never made a decision to get in it, okay? I'm ready to get out of it like yesterday, like a year ago. But what I learned in that moment was, it was a decision that I had to make. Do you understand that? So how many times are we waiting for somebody to do something? Are we waiting on God to get us out of something or to show something to us? And he comes really quietly. Here he comes like this, coming quietly and say, girl, I'm waiting on you to get out. I'm here with you regardless of where you at. I'm waiting on you to get out. And oh my goodness, so from that point on, I knew it was something that Veronica had to do. And so I did. I started applying myself. I started reading scripture, which I had already been reading a lot of scriptures, but I started reading. It was so real to me, and I started applying it. I would write in my positive notebook. I would do different things that would help me get to that place that I knew that I could be, and that is back with my smile on my face, with that joy in my heart, and me loving people and doing the things that makes me me. So I learned how to have compassion on people. And so one of the main obstacles in my life was that time when I was in that depression. That's what birthed my purpose. That's when I started understanding the purpose that God had put on the inside of me. That's when I had started understanding how I supposed to help other women live their best life here on this earth. And so I just wanted to share that with you. What have you learned? I want you to really think about it and put it in the comments. What have you learned in different situations that you've been in? Or what are you supposed to be learning in the current situation that you're in now? What are you learning? Now, when I was in it, I didn't know everything that I've learned, but when I look back at it, I learned so much. Anyway, y'all, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you come back because I'm going to have so many more videos that I want to share with y'all. Just different things that I've been through in life and the things that has helped me and the tools and the resources that has helped me along the way. Y'all have a beautiful, amazing day. Love you. Bye-bye.